Today, we're going to turn these two simple red plastic containers into something incredibly useful for your workshop. Let's start by lining them up perfectly on our workspace. Now, using an angle grinder, we're going to cut off the top lids. Take your time with the blade to make sure the cut comes out straight and clean. And remember, safety first. Keep a steady hand as you work your way around the edges. Now that the tops are off, we've got two open-top containers. They're looking great and ready to be turned into our custom organizer. After cutting, the edges can be a bit sharp, so we'll grab a piece of sandpaper and smooth them down. This makes sure our finished project is safe and comfortable to use. Now that the edges are clean, it's time to join our two containers together. Hold them tightly so the sides line up perfectly flush before we move on to the next step. Next, we'll drill a series of holes along the joint. These will serve as our attachment points. Just make sure to keep the spacing consistent so the bond looks strong and professional. Next, we'll insert rivets into each hole. These will give us the structural support we need to keep our organizer sturdy and reliable. Finally, take the rivet gun and secure each one in place. Apply firm, even pressure to make sure they lock tightly. Once you're done, you'll have a single, rigid frame ready for the final touches.
Memories of you.
Now that our frame is put together, it's time to focus on those rough cut edges. Grab a piece of medium grit sandpaper and carefully work your way around the entire perimeter. This step is crucial for a clean, professional finish, and it makes sure there are no sharp spots left behind. Take a quick look to make sure everything's uniform. Once the surface feels smooth to the touch, you're all set and ready to move on to adding the internal organization. Now it's time to build out the interior. To keep our tools organized, we're going to create some custom dividers. Start by carefully measuring the interior width of your container, then transfer those measurements onto a wooden board. Accuracy here really matters, since it's what makes sure everything fits snugly later on. With our lines marked out, we can go ahead and cut the wood. Take your time with the angle grinder, following those lines closely. We're creating several panels here, which will section off the main bin into smaller, more manageable compartments for better storage. Let's test the fit. Slide the wooden panels into the container. They should go in smoothly and stand upright on their own. Once you see they fit correctly, you've got yourself a perfect internal layout that'll keep all your gear right where it belongs. To make this organizer easy to carry, we'll need a sturdy handle. Take the top piece we cut off earlier, mark the center, and drill the holes needed to secure the handle mechanism firmly in place. Now line up the handle piece with the holes and use the rivet gun to lock it down. Make sure it's secure enough to handle the weight of your tools. It's this solid connection that makes our project truly portable. With the handle attached, we can now mount this top section onto our main container frame. Drill through both pieces to make sure they're perfectly aligned, then add the final rivets to close the gap and lock the structure in place.
Highway, shining just like sun. Why don't you hear me wonder?
We're almost there. Just add a few more rivets around the perimeter for extra strength. This final check makes sure your organizer is completely stable, durable, and ready to hold all your gear without any flexing.
Tell me, river, where your current flows.
And now for the best part, filling our custom-built tool organizer. Thanks to these new dividers, everything has its own dedicated space. It's so satisfying to see all our tools finally organized, easy to reach, and ready for the next project. And there you have it. We've turned basic plastic containers into a rugged, multi-purpose toolbox. It's portable, sturdy, and easy on the wallet. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more clever DIY projects that help you save money and cut down on waste.